Hey, everybody. Stuck man here. Continuing to be stuck exactly where I am. It really has felt like I've been doing the same thing day after day for like a month now. I mean, obviously this run has been a bit more than a month. um, but this factory has had just things breaking loose day after day. It's lab instruments now, which was rubber, which was latex. I feel like I'm just touching everything in the base, more or less in order of importance. And it's the next thing that breaks. It's the next thing that breaks. Oh, this is coming. That's good. So science is gonna tick on again. It's on now. It shouldn't be staying, right? How are we doing over at my favorite thing? That's a good sign. That's being produced. Oh, it is being produced. Look at that. Favorite things being made right now. It's so wonderful. And we're bottlenecked on quantum battery. What's that mean for the world? That guy just delivered, and now we need more. Oh, advanced coding. Didn't we fix this just like a couple episodes ago? Now we need chitosan. Ah, yes, and this is lab instruments. This is where it all comes back to the pain. Right there, lab instruments, just a mob, a complete mob waiting for it. And if we try to find the place where lab instruments are made, so many things need lab instruments. I don't think we can find it, frankly. Oh, it's right there, way at the bottom. So, in light of this information, should we not super prod this? Like, cut out this entire area right here. Oh, you're already super sped. And just anoint these four as the best lab instrument makers and just cut out this weird loop. I think we should probably do that. But why are you stuck? Oh, optical set. That's on my list, and it just arrived. Here, let's go try to beat him there and have it all set up when the whale arrives. Then we'll go look at optical set, which apparently we need more of. Don't we need more glass? Isn't that on that list? Don't look at that. It's just going to confuse you. Don't get confused. Everything is broken. That's the truth right there, isn't it, though? We have the illusion of things not being broken and the reality that everything is broken. What we really have to do, we have to preserve this. This is now making 15 a second, and this is making 14 a second. I mean, near 50 a second should be enough, right? Okay. Oh, it's one of these moments. So if I would have done as Robin instructed me and put the last one first, that's all it took, he says. And to be quite honest, I have not run through that logic. This is obviously not translating to a 3. How do I separate the one like this? It's last and second, and it's not about getting them desynced right now. It's about getting them desynced over time, which I thought that's what this timer would do also. Factorio is difficult. Life is difficult. Logic and systems. Oh, you betcha there's a difficult. And this is making all sorts of plasmids. These should really be blessed and be ultra prodded as well. See, now, one of these guys, you're actually back? No, you're unloading, but you're not. Alright, so you start again. Begin again, friend. This was because we didn't have rubber, and that's because we didn't have latex. And now we don't have optical sets, so we've moved back to another thing. Alright, so I mean, this is pretty good, honestly. I look at this and I'm not filled with rage at all. Not even a little bit. Oh, and this guy's going to come back. Just watch this. Let's have the most exciting 30 seconds of our lives. That's how long it will take for all these slow queue to process. Look at them all in the slow queue. Waiting. Thinking. There we go. And that delivery took care of about half of them. Maybe even 2/3 of them. Oh, now they cluster right here, and we need retrovirus. Why? Is retrovirus just lab instruments by another name? I thought we took care of retrovirus the other day. But no, it is lab instruments. Post-process assisted. Alright, so the key insight here is we need more lab instruments. And for that, we need more optical set. I'm pretty sure that's on my list. I need to investigate most molten glass, especially optical set. Alright, let's go do that. And this is funny. Not like super laugh out loud funny, because see, we're stealing a lot of this stuff, and that leads to problems. And we are eating everything. Absolutely everything that comes out gets used. We have just free flowing the entire way. And it just falls through here. An astonishing amount of material being consumed. Here, let's take a look at that. Quartz ore being consumed. We are flatlined. This is the fundamental problem. It's at 43K a minute. This is not used anymore. This is a remnant of a more peaceful time. So let's see. We have quartz here, right? No, this is borax, and it's almost out. Quartz is one of those I can't really get efficiently, right? Oh, we had some damage from biter attacks here. These are only Mark IIs. We can upgrade them to Mark IIIs. And then don't we have more? That's our big borax patch. But it also doesn't matter where it is, right? Because I'm just going to wormhole it over. It's like, here, we'll take this quartz ore. Yeah, we might have to erase it one day. What's the matter? Like here, this giant quartz ore patch. We'll just cover it in miners and then just gate the ore down. If we're capped on ore, then nothing else matters, right? And that's probably all the way down to optical set right there. So we have a bit of a project right now. Yeah, these guys are just going as hard as they can. Is it hard enough? No. And the rest of the factory is going, so it's stealing material. Wonder why this can't be prodded. Anyways, take a look at optical set. Why is production so spiky? Is this just glass? When we have glass versus when we don't have glass? It's not power. It might be hot air. That's not really pressurized right there. Is it boron trioxide? I kind of doubt it. That's a lot of boron trioxide. They're going at the speed limit, and that's good. So why is it hot air? Please don't be hot air. I need lots more. And production's low at the moment. Oh, do I have to go look at that? Because if production's low, it means there's a flaw in the system somewhere. Let's take a measurement here. Where are you, hot air line? No, it's completely full here. So we have distribution problems. I can believe that. I can believe we're using more than a single pump of hot air a second. So hot air is actually fine. Ah, glass is now out. There we go. All right. We are one with the problem. We are going to solve it in the new way, which is now the traditional way. The new tradition. The way of the new tradition. And that's we are going to put a ton of quartz ore into a wormhole. Yeah, crystal mines. And I need even more than that. Well, probably not with speeding, but still, I'm going to get more than that. Crystal mines. All right, 32 of them. And then it shouldn't be impossible to get a slurry up here. Even though it is going to be exotic. I have never been able to escape the liquid ingredients in there. This is what we're mining out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it smart. This doesn't often happen, but we're doing it now. And so you are going to go a big 5-3. You cover the entire thing. 4-3? No, 5-3. Do I want to go like this and just leave a strip in the center? No, it won't even leave a strip. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Do you hear me? It'll be fine. And then we can even use this as a huge logistic corridor. That's not aligned. Maybe fine is the wrong way to characterize this. This will actually get most of the material, right? I guess that one doesn't need to be there. It does have millions. All right, I accept this. I accept this because it's actually pretty good. And actually, let's head up away from this other ore patch, which I do not think I'm going to use, but I might conceivably use. And that's enough. All right, Mr. Wormhole right here. We just throw... Where's our ore hole? Which one is our ore hole? Right here. All right. We're going to do quartz. We probably need a couple for these, right? Because of how fast it's taken in and how fast it's put out. I don't know that that's true. I'm just kind of assuming that it is so. It's one of my real true superpowers is just blind assumption. And then somehow I don't die. Alright, we need two things to make this system work. We need power and we need liquid power. Liquid power is probably quite far away. It's probably right in here though, right? Didn't we do something with liquid power very early for mushrooms? Yeah, there's a liquid power line right there. Right at Relesia, which is one of the things we're going to have to mess with today if we have time. Gruds, Relesia. And it's where? Right here. Can we do it? Okay, I really question whether or not we can do this. Alright, no fear. No fear. I should have feared. Okay. Okay, understood. Some things are just beyond mortal reach, and I must content myself with that. Or no, we can defy the gods. That's always fun. Let's defy the gods today. Let's go this way. And this, I think, we can do. Yeah, now we can get through. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Your commandments mean nothing to me. Okay. Liquid power about the right height. liquid power about the right. There we go. And then a little one of these. And a little one of those. Done. Alright, so that's ready. Now we just have to plug her in, huh? And that's... see if we can go straight down. It's always better when there's straight lines. Oh. Okay, never mind. Straight lines are a incitement to sin. Do not pay any attention to them. Alright, good. We are now producing 40 a second out of all of these. Oh, it's kind of less than I thought. It is enough to jam up. Actually, it's quite a bit less than I thought. We might have to have words with this entire area. Anyway, let's add our new contributors into the line. Isn't this so much easier than dragging belts everywhere? It is an enormous step up in quality of engineering, kinda. The engineer will complain slightly less. Isn't that what everyone wants? It's what I get up every day hoping to be able to say. Alright, so we're going to put you right there. And how to do, friends. We have 3 lines coming in. We could just take over this line and redistribute this one to the other 2. Now that I say that, I think that's where we're going to start. We're going to get our ore line up. We're going to take you. We're going to make sure you're correctly updated with quartz ore, because if you don't, you're going to cause enormous problems for absolutely everybody. Actually put it at the right height, too. How very rare. So I guess what we have to do is... that was definitely a word. We have to do that. And then just kind of cut it, right? And then we will see how this affects the world. What sort of impact we have on the lives of others. There, good. And then we have the fluid right here because I actually took the time to make the fluid line yesterday. There we go. Now we need to get rid of all this. And we're just going to watch it and try to figure out what it is we've done. So, I'm actually kind of impressed. It's only pulling from one block. And we have more here, as I see. It's slowly ticking up, though, as you notice. Let's just let this settle for a bit. And so this is falling all the way down, and we have complete satiation, it looks like. Yeah, we might have more production available to us. And then we have 3 going down to 2, so we have 2 full lines. We definitely have more ore available to us overall. This seems like it's free-falling, but it's making its way all the way down. There's always ore available to the crusher. Oh, and this is now blocked up. I wonder what happens. Is it all just when this is taken? Or this and this taken? Now we're in much better shape. Yeah, this is a bad comparison at the moment. Because it's all blocked up. But it looks like we can support more than one belt here. How about we just leave this for now? Because this has to be exactly what optical set needs, right? No. It does not. So do we have to speed everything beyond this critical point? Or are we missing an additive? That would also explain our current situation. That full up. That full up. that full up. Need more creosote. It's a multi-vector problem. And as we know, oh, we've been producing less and less. What's that? What is that? Creosote is one of the more difficult things to produce. I really wish I had a... Are we just stuffed up on middle oil? And that's literally all it is. So what we need is middle oil. Ah, we can't get rid of it because we don't have a light oil vent. Is there anything useful we can do with light oil? No, that requires way too much activated carbon. No. 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 This is okay, but it's really slow and it needs tall oil. This is pretty good, honestly. We should probably be stimming that. And then just burn outlet gas to nothing. Let's make sure that we're using this properly. And that's definitely done down here, right? Right here? Yes. Oh, we're up on aromatics. That's why this is stopped. Okay. So being up on aromatics is great. And so we just have way too much light oil. Waste light oil. So we should be burning it up. But the amount we have in the system is astonishing. Oh, where would our light oil vent... Okay, let's take a look again. Light oil. If we really and truly must just get rid of this stuff, what is the best way to do it? I mean, that's a lot of activated carbon. That's what the problem is here. But it's a good vent recipe otherwise. Refined syngas is... I don't want to trade one waste product for other waste products, guys. Straight into gas, that's okay. Well, I mean, these work together, right? This makes oleofins, and this takes oleofins. I really don't want to just set it on fire, even though that clearly is looking like the correct move here. Which has better burning capability. So we should just burn aromatics, because it's a lot less dense than light oil. The burning aromatics seems like, again, this is sinful. Something that's gone very wrong in your life that you have to that you even consider this as a possibility. There. That'll maybe go a little better. It'll make the pressure differentials a little more palatable. Anyway. Smoother is probably a better word. What do we do with aromatics? Oh, right here. Okay, so do we have such a thing as an aromatics vent? We do. So I have a question for the class. Oh, it's because it's the thing. This is treated like overflow on aromatics. And what we need to do is to treat this as free-flowing, right? We're probably missing a lot of gasoline, too, because of this. So I guess we have to pull this out and allow these to be... This is now a light oil disposal system more than anything else. So that changes the character of both gasoline and aromatics. So we have to make sure that this gas line is correctly characterized. It probably doesn't do anything. But yes, it's just flowing directly in, so it's probably stopping some other primary generator. So how much oil is this drinking? These are only Mark IIs. So it's about 1,000 a second, honestly. So how does that help the creosote system? I mean, it's certainly discoing as hard as it... Okay, good. Yes, that's enough vent for light oil. Though I'm... really wonder if we're doing this correct. We should probably look at the logic a little better. If this is a disposal facility, then the light oil should be overflowing in, which it exactly is. Oh, and it's also going as hard as it can. Is that enough? It's barely enough. We should probably fix this while we see it, right? See a problem, fix a problem. Okay. There you go. Just be limited. No, it's the other way, right? I did it backwards. It's like this. And then the tank goes here. And then when this is greater than 24,000, then you start pumping it into here, and we turn it into aromatics and gasoline opportunistically. But yeah, that's correct. Oh man, just not really paying attention today, I guess. Which is a problem when you're running a massively complex operation. Alright, so that's good. I mean, that's looking full disco at the moment, moving at speed 26. What's this waiting for ingredient storage? I suppose that's okay, right? And that ultimately this is what we have to care about. And this is going great. Thanks for asking. The question is, what happens to the pitch? I guess it gets burned after being turned into coke, so I shouldn't worry too much about that. Pump, 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 pump. Hopefully the pitch is being burned appropriately. It's not very fuel dense. It must smell wonderful. It just flows directly. Oh, this isn't even a wormhole. That probably should be. Pump, 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 pump. All right, let's take a look at creosote. Once again, creosote has enriched our life. We used to be up at like... I mean, this really hasn't helped that much, has it? This has just maybe gotten us out of this little dip that we were in. And this really is kind of, we are pegged, good sirs. You know, how else do we get creosote? We could really use another creosote recipe at this point. We've been doing this chain forever. Well, I suppose we can go faster, can't we? Why didn't I leave space for a big beacon here? So if I pull up the 5... Okay, well... let's do an experiment. We are going to make you a 4-5. And you are also a 4-5. No. No, that's not what we want. We want to pull these up. And you're not a 5-5 anymore. You're a 4-5. A 5-4. Which is different. And this guy wants to be a 5-4. And this guy wants to be a 5-4. And why? Okay, you just get pulled up. And then we have to remember we did that. So now we put down this right here. Toss you in, and you get to be a 4-5. Which should dovetail with everything. Now it's going at speed 43. That's a little bit faster. Does it reach down there? No. So these guys are not getting steam, but it reaches all of these. And these guys just simply cannot get rid of their stuff fast enough. I'm getting kind of tired of hearing that things are destroyed. I gotta research the artillery range stuff soon. This is a problem. We have to just do this, right? And it won't help all that much. There. Because that's a red. Here, maybe we should not do this. And just do 2 more. Oh, I actually have them in stock. No, you go in. And we just keep the pattern. Because it's easy. It's easy and it's here. And we gotta hook this back up again. There. Sloth once again wins. Alright, so that's getting... Okay, this is what I thought would happen. Because I kind of clipped the steam line. Probably from both sides, huh? Should probably copy this and put it down here somewhere. Right there. And that will speed all those guys. Can I move it souther to right there? Then we hit all them. Well, okay. I guess these where it's already hit. Okay. Do better, do worse. We're definitely steam. It's time for just using gratuitous amounts of power. Why are we so low? Well, that's for you. And that's for you. It doesn't help much, but it does help, doesn't it? What we're using, 900 steam a second? Yeah, you can go just a little faster. This is also very much on the edge. Yep. Isn't that going slow? How is it only makes 300 a second and it takes that much time? I don't know. It's getting better, I suppose. These guys need to be faster. They all just need to be faster. It doesn't even matter what power is used anymore. We have entire banks of boilers going. This is all supposed to be self-contained, isn't it? And it is kinda. Okay, so it starts up here. Water is shared, but steam is not. I wonder if I dare hook it into the other steam system. Oh, there's more over here. Remember when I thought this was going to be enough? Remember? So yes, it is a self-contained system. And I need just more. Lots and lots and lots more. So maybe I pick this up. And maybe we do something here. That was a 3-3, right? And that hits everybody with a bigger beacon. Alright, these are definitely making more now. Hopefully. I can always just spam speed modules right inside them, too. Oh, now we have a problem. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay to have problems. Everybody has problems. Don't believe anything the doctors say. Better? Alright. That is still better. I don't know how I feel about what I've just done. I've definitely pushed buttons. I mean, that's our goal, right? Push button, and now we can't get rid of the pitch on any level. This absolutely... the thing is, this is waste coke. Waste coke. Do I just have to add more? Then we are full of waste coke right here. There's no way, there's no good way to get rid of it. And we're full up here. We're just, okay, so we are once again in a era of having lots of coke. So which means pitch is the next thing that has to be vigorously destroyed. So I guess let's take a look at where we are with that. It pumps in and it does the thing. Yeah, it needs to be vigorously destroyed. Which means banks and banks of oil burners, right? Because there's nothing else to do with pitch, right? What else can I do with you? This is the intended dump recipe. This is the intended processing recipe, but I'm kind of choking on the coke right now. Everything else is cool. Yeah. I could dump it into bricks, but bricks are... I mean, I could dump it into bricks. Yeah. I could do that. And it gets rid of stone, too. I do have a concept of waste bricks. Maybe I do that. Maybe this is more noble than simply burning it. I'd like to do this, though. Oh, nice. Up here-ish. Like, maybe right in here. We'd have to do it closer to here, though. Maybe move this. Finally address our debt. And then build a really, really sped brickmaker here off of the waste stone line. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that. And we're going straight for Zungor upgrade, right? Because all of these are fantastic. So good, let's do that. And tech is going. So what we need now is our waste pitch line. Let's do that. And that's further up, I believe, in a place I never ever think about. Never ever. Never ever ever ever. Never ever. Okay, what did I do with this? Does it go? It shouldn't. Maybe it's not even in a bin. In a fluid sorting stack. Maybe I didn't give it that grace. No, I didn't. Alright, so it has to go right there and head north. Okie dokie. We have to get rid of this stuff. North we go. And this is... and we run into immediate problems. How about this way we go? This will be easier, right? Then we can get to the cell we want and then turn north. No. Do we still have our pitch? We do. Where do we want to turn north? Oh, we've gone too far. It should have been the iron ore. Clearly I know exactly what I'm doing. Just clearly. I wonder if we can get our better bots today. Let's check in on that. Let's see if we can give ourselves a some endorphins. No, we're halfway there, though. And we need the same thing we always need. So let's just let that work, because we have no choice. And one day, it might give us a nice gift. So here we have our waste pitch. And we got a juke over. That's unfortunate. Especially since we're now consuming another vertical line in what is obviously a rail configuration. Alright, so what is this? This is waste iron ore. Okay, now we have to mule some stuff around. I think this should be fine, right? Oh no, it's not fine. Okay. Alright. We have to mule this to somewhere else. Because I know this can be chucked into the recycling bin. Why didn't I characterize all that as recycling? That's going to be one of those mysteries lost to time, right? Like, why did I just put this in a deposit instead of putting it in something that would feed into the system slowly over time? Which would have resolved my problem gracefully and gradually. It's a real mystery, friends. Will we have room? Okay, no, we won't have room. Hold on a second. Will we have room? Of course we have room. With these waste buckets, of course we will. Alright, let's get our stuff back. And now we have a small area for a very bespoke machine. I have exactly one of these. How fortuitous. And then you want to be right next to a caravanserai. Now I've got some guys to brainwash. And then you are making bricks. Bricks from pitch. There. Right now you are consuming 129 pitch a second. Don't thank me yet. We're not quite done. And we have to take this up. Oh dear. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay. It will be figured. Yes. And we're gonna have stone in. In fact, I'm gonna set this whale up right now. You're going to be whale hungry. I'm really nervous about not having a lot of space here, but I have the power of enormous beacons on my side. And I need to take you, and you dump this in the waste brick stack. Right there. Empty cargo. Go do that. Start your job. And then we need an in and an in, and in and out. There we go. And we should have all of this on our fancy new power rail, except we didn't drag it this way. We dragged it the other way. What a wonderful opportunity we have been presented with to correct our laziness of last episode. Are we not thrilled with this opportunity that we have in front of us? Didn't we have the fluid? No, it's further down. Dang it. I was looking at the wrong line. This line right here. And we're going to take it all the way back the other way. I am so glad we have the opportunity to admit our mistakes and make things better. Look how better everything is getting. The hydra of slurry making its way throughout the entire base. Are we overflowing on rock? Do I have to do something about that? Alright, all the way up to here, and then I don't know what I'm doing. To all corners of the base, the slurry doth fly. Good. And then in you go. Alright, so we've got ingredient number 1 in. Ingredient number 2 right there. And now what we need is just a little bit of extreme accelerant. This is another situation where an inefficiency mod would be great. If I could make it go faster, but at the same time go worse. Here, don't do that. You don't deserve it. So, we are now devouring 1,000 pitch a second. And we can go faster still, right? Here we are at speed 44. Let's not cheap out now. There we go. 1.5k pitch a second going at speed 64. And that's a lot of bricks. Good. Just eat all of that pitch, please. Oh, now we've got a problem here. Where is the problem? I need to state the nature of my medical emergency. I need you to go here, and you to go here. Alright, now we're happy, and these guys are going at the speed of sound as well. Now, I feel like I should have more here, because this is practically maxed. Practimaxed. Is this flowing? Not really, no. This is actually kind of a jam. How do I address this? I address this by sending more north at this point specifically. So that these two will no longer go down into one. It remains 2 rock waistlines. Oh, we don't want to go over there. Oh, and I probably should not have done that either. In the list of things I should not have done, we have that. And our goal is to end right there, right? Only that's not a super great goal, because there could very well be time when we do not have pitch, and that will require a different venting strategy. But for right now we do. This is all just incrementally better. I gotta mind wipe these guys. Oh, and that's gotta go back on. Mind wipe. Good. And so we're having trouble getting rid of stone just in general, huh? That's flowing ever so slowly. I worry about this. Now that's kind of hitching. Because of course. You gotta take some of this out, I suppose. So we have to do this and do this. And if we hope to have this stand the test of time, it has to come back in here. There. We now should have 2 full lines of brick venting potential, or a stone venting potential. And so these guys should all be free flowing just now and forever. Well, no, maybe not, because there's 3 lines in and only 2 vent lines out. It can back up. But these are very broken at the moment, so that's good. Anyway, this is just burning through pitch as fast as possible, and pitch pressure is, I don't know, it's alright. How are we doing back here at Creosote headquarters? My favorite place in the world, obviously, and that's enough to absorb the pitch from exactly one of these guys. Wow. It is not enough. It is just nowhere near enough. That's so unsatisfying. All right, we were at 170, 180-ish. And now, in the last minute, we added a lot. Don't get me wrong, that's a solid bump. But could be so much more. I should just set all of this pitch on fire, huh? That's just the lesson I've learned right now, is that attempting to use it is just too inefficient, and I really should just set it on fire. Just right here, each one of these is using... So this is about the same consumption. It's more, maybe like 50% more. But I just need bank upon bank upon bank of these. I probably should be using the steam too. I should, huh? Because this is... It's not actually that much steam a second. Oh, we have venting problems. Let's go help there too. It's only like 500 steam a second, which, to be clear, is not nothing. But I don't think it's enough to actually mean anything. In the world of fully beaconed machines like we have right now. So we probably catch up on pitch whenever we have a drop. But this guy's, I mean, is the answer just more transport? It's being taken. I mean, why not, right? The worst that's going to happen is we're going to have another obvious logistics jam, which will be something for me to fix. Actually, wait a second. That's how you should be. I should have filled cargo. And so long as these are going this fast, and you just simply cannot vent the coke fast enough. And that's the limiting factor here. And if you burn it, you don't get these side ingredients. And these side ingredients are creosote. So maybe burning the pitch is just always a bad idea. Concerned noises. Lack of understanding noises. Where are we? Oh, we're almost halfway through the episode. I feel like I haven't done anything. We have just looked at glass, and we've gone on a huge glass, just sort of, chain. This is probably going faster, and they're probably making more of that, and that's probably becoming more creosote. This probably needs to be sped up too, huh? Seeing as how anthracene oil is... No, maybe it will fill up. Right now it's doing okay. It's this last one that's probably a problem, and that's carbolic oil. It's almost constitutionally incapable of being a problem. Because it's used in such little amounts. This is a lot of coke being made. It's waste coke, or else I'd throw it in the wormhole. Alright, so good. This is now good. And this is using all of this. And then we shouldn't be exporting pitch at this point, but we are. That pitch should be becoming naphthalene and anthracene, which ultimately becomes creosote again. Affected by productivity, sure, of course it is. This is actually pressurizing. Here, this is for you. All of you little guys, go faster. There, is that helping? Does this do you feel helped? It's making... Okay, creosote is actually backing up real hard. So I think we solved this problem. So we're up at 300 now. 307, and it's even increasing. Oh, it gives you a different snapshot, huh? And before it was roughly half that, about half that. So is this the point where I just take my win and go? Okay, so why did we do this, friends? Why did we spend an entire hour fiddling with this? It's because we were working on glass. And glass was jamming because no creosote. Also, suspicion of not enough ore. It's got enough ore now. concentrate those three lines into two, and then we brought in another direct line on the wormhole. In retrospect, this might not have been necessary, but I saw free-flowing ore going in, and so just knee-jerk add more ore. So this now looks good. Looks like it's going. All this is going. Yes, this is full processing. This is what we want. And I guess this is not full processing here. I wonder why. Did I just overbuild over here? I didn't underbuild here because this is going almost exactly. And that's going well. Okay. All of this is okay. Glass line is full up. Optical set is in stock, maybe? It's in stock. Lab instruments in stock. Retrovirus not in stock. So let's go see how that should be being made right now. And it is. Good. Alright, so we're digging our way out of our hole. Notepad. What was this? Alright, we fixed that. We fixed that. Let's watch Yellow Cake. I feel like we're at a watch situation right here. I'm willing to watch something, but that's about my speed. Yellow Cake. That is done right here. And that's ultimately what's being made. Need more fuel rod Mark 1. That's not right. It's fuel cell. This is what I meant. Because this can be prodded. And that's important for this process. It didn't used to be important, but now it is important. So let's go do that. And I should also check and make sure that the fuel is flowing in great enough amounts to the candy maker. Because that's what this was all about, right? You guys are going good. So proud of you. None of this is going, and that's the big problem. And you can be prodded, which is weird, and I'm not going to argue with. We'll use a little guy here. Because, quite frankly, it's not that important. Really? Where are you getting interference from? Oh, from down there? That's more than a little weird, isn't it? Sure, right there. Alright, so what we have done on this fine sunny day. It's a Mark 1. Wow. Now, this is not backed up and this is not running, which is something I'm going to have to eventually confront. But at the same time, we are not producing enough yellow... Well, okay, so we're producing enough yellow cake right now because it comes down here and it makes uranium hexafluoride. And then we cool it in order to make uranium-238 whenever we need it, which we needed it for right here in order to make this fuel. Yes, that's measured appropriately. And we might need another reactor, right? Don't I have that down here somewhere? Yeah, because this isn't going enough. Oh, we need more lithium peroxide. Okay, that's another problem. Here. I don't know if this is good or bad. Oh, I can't. So never mind. So I guess we just live in this world. And I wonder if we make 235 anywhere else. It's what 239 decays from. Takes a while though. We could be running the Corvex process. We're doing a ton of other stuff, frankly. I wonder if we have any in the box. In our waste box. We have all sorts of colorful candies here. But no 235. Weird. Definitely weird. Maybe in the nuclear waste dump? Let's go look in the nuclear waste dump. which is right here. I love this structure. I love this emergent structure. I just wait for the oxide to tick out. All right. I guess the thing to do would be to evaluate. Let's take a look at yellow cake over time. All right, that was our doing. We did that. So this is from 75 to doubling. It's not going all... Wait, why? Excuse me, sir. Explain yourself. Oh, it just has no outserter for some reason. It was turned off at some point. But that hardly matters, right? Now, because now we are bottlenecked on uranium pulp. Do I just have to speed this entire line? Or... yeah, it has to be the entire line. Do I have that down? Oh, here we are. It's this entire thing. Prod on fuel cells. We did that. Another MOX nuke. More lithium peroxide. Didn't speed the beacon. Ah, I remember this. I remember seeing this. I looked around. Knowledge against has brought sadness. I forgot to just put that in. Without that step, this step doesn't make a lot of sense. Here, let's pull them out. This is making 1.13 a second. But now I do this, and it's making 50 a second. These are different numbers. Can you even conceive of that? All right, that was a big miss on my part. Let you always have enough, friend. And this is pretty much the definition of not having enough, eh? I almost want to bring Slurry down. But, okay. This was a problem. Oh, and that is a problem. Where do we get water from? Right here? Can't we do better than that? Just by adding in one bigger brother right here? Two bigger brothers. Yes, I did space that correctly. Pure skill. Then here, dump. It's all the water you could use. There you go. No longer any excuse there. Alright, so we did this. That's great. Oh, I see we're finally getting to the deeper chores now. And these guys are having trouble shoveling it in, and that guy's about to go. And all of this is fine now. Okay, good. What was I looking at? All of this stuff. Do we need another MOX nuke? Probably. We'll probably go set one up. Let's go do that right now. That's an easy, self-contained little job. I guess we're going to do all of this. More vacuum at lithium R1. That should be another easy fix. Where for art thou nuclear power plants? Which, by the way, fit neat... Oh. What is this? Fit neatly into my inventory. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, we're going to turn this into a MOX nuclear reactor. So that's what we need. Oh, can we make number 3s? We can make number 3s. We've already unlocked it. Nuclear. And that's just do this. And we need heat exchanger 1s. And we'll just kind of leave it like this. Also, we have to, hold on. No, not like that. There you go. And straight over it. Now you got one. So we are not doing that anymore. We need to request heat etched. Not that one. Not that one. This one. And you may take from buffer chests. And it's just going to soak up all the refined concrete. And we have to have the product, right? Filtered. MOX reactor. And then, of course, we need another one right here. And you are the Crud Brothers. crud 1 and crud 2. All right, good, because that's the case. And I think just everything else is on the belt. If not, I don't want to know about it. Okay, so we actually have a better reactor on the way. Not that it's really needed right now, but it's another way we can scale up later. Is this stopped? No, it's the opposite of stopped. So we're probably not going to get 3 techs today because we have said farewell to prod. But 2.5 techs is pretty good. We are going to right here. We need another one of you. Just exactly the same. Kind of worried about the salt balance. Kind of worried about making sure I have enough power. Kind of worried that I'm hooking up systems of different fuels, systems of different fluids. There you go. And I'm kind of worried I can't see. Kind of worried we don't have enough salt. There we go. Now it's on. There. We added another Mox nuke. Good. That's going to give us more spent fuel, which wasn't the bottleneck. That was lithium, but lithium we just took care of. So this is they're producing 20 a second per. Good. And they're eating 2K of salt per. That's funny. This is going to be producing a little bit of power. Not like great power. Gigawatts of power, but it is going to be producing. That's good. Working our way back up. So now we're eating at 9 a second here. And this guy is producing at 50 a second. So that's still within bounds. You are going 24/7, making 16 high energy waste. You're eating tons more than that. And so this is going to be going more, but it's still not going to be it's not going to have 24/7 uptime. Maybe that means something. This is where I walk away. We need this to be going again, though, if only for a Americium waste stream. So, weren't we looking at that ever so briefly? And we decide we have to speed this entire line. Okay. Let's just shut off our brains. Shut off the brains. The brains don't help. Brains, in fact, never helped. Now we can't really see. And that's a problem. Actually, we have to undo this. So this has to come up like there. So this guy's got to go here, and then you got to take a sharp turn. And then that's hooked in right. And that's not good enough, unfortunately. All of this has to scooch up. Be scooched, good sir. Now that's coherent. I'm going to have to do this pattern repeatedly because I didn't think hard enough. And that's 5-3. And that's this entire area going faster. Yes. All right. And that will clog up the next one, which is easier, frankly. Just drop you right there. Yes, I see what I did. Yeah. I guess it's not going to clog up. What's going on here? Oh, we can't get rid of this stuff. Alright, that's acceptable. Then we have to do the same pattern here, I guess. So, this guy gets scooched. This gets taken. That goes that way. And then another big beacon. Every day, what we're doing is we're putting down big beacons. So this step seemed like the sharpest bottleneck for some reason, which is weird because it's just mechanical processing. But welcome to speed 14, friends. Actually, we should probably be able to see a sharp boost in powdered uranium. Powdered uranium. Yeah, that's a bit of a jump. Actually, it should be more than that, right? This is just a doubling. Are we having trouble getting in and out? No. Why did this only double this? Are half these guys... No, it doesn't matter how many are going. Because of, I would have put this in at that... It's just a times 7, right? I don't understand. I really don't understand what I have done / not done here. Because picking this up, these guys are at speed 2. Putting this guy down, you are now at speed 14. How are we not seeing... And this was fully supplied. Why am I not seeing a 7-fold jump? Oh, it's because I was looking at the wrong... this was from yesterday, because I was at the 50-hour... Alright, we're making a little bit more now. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry for yelling at everyone. I got confused and scared. Are we going to actually be beaconing a... particle accelerator? I don't think so. Right here, and you're going to be like a 4 or 5. Try to get as many of the steam makers I can. Oh, and you can't even shovel it in fast enough. That's what we want to see. Improved uranium processing, friends. Alright, and then... Okay, now we need a lot more steam. Why did we think this was going to happen? Well, okay. Let's have this guy take all of the steam, then. And then you go over here and you take none of the steam. Is this better? Is this imbalanced? And you get these guys. So it goes all the way up to here. Do I have chem plants on? I only have one. That's weird. We are making a ton of yellow cake now. So that was my goal all along. And now we might need to turn this up. Which means I have to go get a particle accelerator. Which is not really what I want to do, but we're going to go do it. Alright, let's go fetch a particle accelerator. We've sped uranium processing. I think we've watched yellow cake. We did that. And so the last thing we'll do is vacuum at R1. And then everything. Maybe I'll spot check fertilizer just to get a data point. But I think we are, in fact, finished with chores, which is good because it's time to be finished with chores. I got to make forward progress, and that means back to farming. Excuse me. I wonder what this is doing. This is probably something retrovirus related, and that's all just lab instruments related. I should probably review all of that. I probably should have alarmed that a long time ago. After it broke for like the 3rd time, I probably should have put an alarm on it. Upgrade. There. A nice ×3. We could do the same here if we really wanted to, but I don't think we want to. We want more of these guys coming down. This should be proddable. It really should. Oh, it takes 10 of them for just one shot of Timmy Phosphate 1. Why did I ever think this was going to be going faster? That's weird. Oh, and okay, yeah, you need to be upgraded now. And that is waste 238. And then this 235, that's what we need. I'm not sure that will ever come into play. And it's just one, it's 3 to 1, okay, with prod on top of that. And then it comes and it gets just shoved in this reactor where it just immediately loses all its heat and it gets burned off here and here. This is such a weird and frankly bad situation where the only way to get rid of the heat is using this machine, and this machine is only good for getting rid of waste heat. It's where it should be a boiler of some kind, and it's another heat exchanger. We have too many heat exchangers in this mod. Why we stopped? Okay. I had that in the back of my head as something that could happen. I really didn't want it to happen, though. Oh, this is pleasant. Are we just at capacity now? I'd really prefer that not be real. Oh, we're a little low on petroleum gas. That's a little low on hydrogen. It's hard to believe, and we don't have enough hydrogen. Though we are powering almost all the smelters off of it. Do I even want to think about this? Like, do I even want to even conceive of the idea of primary hydrogen? Like, it's made in so many ways. We can get it from tholins just like everything else. And it's super cheap. I can turn helium into hydrogen. Oh, good. That sounds great. Can I pull in more petroleum gas? Oh, there's tech number 2 on the day. And that tech is falling off again. That's unfortunate. All right, so what are we doing? We're getting a utility science now. Look how close we are. That's the last tech right there. It's just a simple scroll away. Day by day, we are getting through this. So we only have this many Pi 4s left. We don't have much of anything left, honestly. We're just pushing forward every single day. So I should just research something, right? Here, let's research Fidai. We're going to get the best dancing cat with moves like you've never seen. That looks bad. It's not. Don't look at it. Where do we make petroleum gas here? We have plenty of it over here, and it's made from stuff we have enormous amounts of. So before we go do that, we're just going to leave this behind. We're going to go find where we need this vacuum at R1. It's right here. We need vacuum. Sure do. Look, that's right here. It's a vacuum pump. Is it doing its job sufficiently? It is not. Does that help? Maybe. 600 a second, and now it's eating less than that. So good. Check that off. And this will go slightly faster, slightly better. Really wish this could be prodded. I know that's an eternal truism. Oh, good, this is filling up. And why do we only have a dinosaur on this? Because this is a long route, friends. All right, you're getting replaced. No, retirement. Congratulations. Congratulations on your retirement. That's what this is about. This isn't a replacement. You're just going to follow your life path to completion. How can anyone be sad about that? It's a normal stage of life. This was expected. And while we might be having emotions over going in a box for the rest of our eternal existence, we always knew this was going to be what happened. So let's celebrate. Don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it happened, right? And I said, no, fill that cargo. You stay here. And hopefully we can dig ourselves out of that hole. I don't know. I got to keep moving. We have one more thing to look at, and that's augmenting sulfuric acid with petroleum gas from the primary petroleum gas maker, because for some reason we're having a hydrogen crisis, and I outright refuse to think about that at the moment. It's just like, no, not doing it, no. So we have petroleum gas here, and this is not what we want to do. Nor is this where we want to do it. I want to do it right there. There's entire layers to this being bad. And it gets a little worse the more you look at it. No, this is fine. Okay. I want you to look at that. And I want you to only go when there's 12K or more there. Good. So this is... Oh, we don't have those? We don't have a lot of distillates, huh? Why did I think we were swimming in distillates? Huh. Well, this might not be the solution I thought it was. Yep. Yep, indeed. Or I could turn them directly into hydrogen, which is probably a much better way of getting the petroleum gas than what I'm doing right now. But we're kind of committed, aren't we? Why was this freely available just a minute ago? Oh, well. Let's not think about the past, right? So this kind of implies that we were at a petroleum gas crisis and we didn't really even know about it. I don't think I'm going to care about this today. I think this is getting too big. We need persistent smoke for this to work. Now we kind of want it to be going the other way. And we just simply do not have enough hydrogen, which implies we're full up on oxygen. That's a lot of hydrogen being made. Nearly 2 million a minute. And we simply just don't have enough right here, because it's all going into fluid power. And that's a wonderful use for it, so I should probably... Oh, maybe I can do something with that. How's Tholins doing? Tholins okay? Tholins looks great. Don't think about that either. Where's my bottler? That which condenses the hydrogen into useful fuel. Where is it? It's right over there. Okay. You guys. You are eating tons of hydrogen. However, I want to preference this area, which is right here. And so the question is, are we taking from this area? Like right here, we can build a preferencer, which I guess we're going to go do, huh? Since we looked at it, we had the thought, we're right here. We didn't want to uplift. No one wants to uplift. Everyone agrees uplifting sucks. I hate it. So we're going to go do this instead. So we want this hydrogen to take a little bit of a journey. Right. And then we want to overflow. And then we want like this. That's almost the entire pumping capability. Greater than, I don't know, 24K, I guess. I want it to be nice and pressurized, or maybe I don't. Is there another pressure valve somewhere around here, which, will turn the hydrogen, just burn the hydrogen? No, that happens after this step. All right, so now we are preferencing this area to get the hydrogen. And it's still not very appreciative. I wonder if oxygen production is just low. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not even thinking about this anymore. We're done. Investigate sulfuric in hydrogen economy. There we go. It's on the list. We're not even going to watch fertilizer. We're not even going to do it. We need the petroleum. Actually, we have petroleum gas. So now we're full pumping on sulfuric. Hopefully that's stiff. That will not wimp out on us. These guys are inches from being turned into a wormhole. Just inches. All right, I'm done. We're gonna go raise plants. We're gonna retreat. We're gonna leave the city. We're just gonna go buy a little farm. We're gonna live a simple life of backbreaking labor. That's our plan. Let's go do that. Let's just not even consider for a moment why all the country people want to move to the city. Let's instead just focus on our narrow wants and awareness and say, thus, the country is better. It was always better. We were wrong to leave the city. This is not how things should be. This is not how real, authentic, you got to use that word a lot, authentic, human beings are supposed to live. Thoreau was right about everything. We also have words to say about the Unabomber, but we won't say them. Not on this stream. It was just all right. Let's go back to the agriculture. Let's go. Okay, we're going to check on science. We're going to throw one last long glance over our shoulder and chuckle to ourselves at how the English handle things back in their soiled, dirty, inauthentic ways. What's the holdup now? Oh, this is new. Super alloy. And then this is a problem because we have no fuel rods. And that was part of what we were doing with trying to get the candies going. So if we go look at plutonium, we were trying to produce a marked increase in the... This is so nice. I love this. I love it. I do. This is so nice. Look at this. It's nice and it's colorful and all the products floating by. And it's all organized and stripy. This is great. All right, you're nuking. You are also nuking. We are full up on spent fuel. Oh, that's a problem. Oh. We need like a Mark IV reactor here or something. We're not getting rid of the steam fast enough. All right, we're writing that down. Not voiding waste pressurized steam fast enough at the candy factory. All right, there. I'll understand that. That's absolutely not the ravings of a madman. Huh. How to do. Do I just have to add more of these turbines? But that would relieve pressure from all of them. I need like... Oh, these guys are the ultimate vent. And they're not real ultimate venting anymore. Fine. I will go once again descend into the depths. Help the foolish English who have no community, have no idea how to live, have no relationship with the ineffable. We will instead go and turn the screw for... Oh, this looks like a problem. No, it's not a problem. That's a solution. Don't be worried. Be happy. All right, so this situation calls for a standard solution package. It's a whole package of solutions. There we go. You pump it out, and it's just an absolute rave right here. Look at it. And so... Oh, that's a problem. And if I concentrate it farther, it's fine. It'll be alright. This guy will feel left out, but, you know, that's fine. Now, there's real danger we're going to be overflowing on molten salt here, because it's so dense right over there. Alright, good. So that's now flowing out at an appropriate rate. Maybe you need to be a little faster. Alright, let's erase this note. Sucked back in again. I thought I was out. They just pulled me right back in. Alright, this looks like it's going at the exact speed it has to. No, it's going faster now. Oh wait, why aren't you... Okay, it's about the exact speed it has to go now. Excellent. What more can one ask for? Now just leave it alone. Let these things alone. We need super alloy. For that we need more fuel rods. For that we need more radioactive material. And the radioactive material is made in a children's candy factory. Super trees, existent. I have no idea why. We just need dramatically more alginate. Is that really just what it is? I don't know, don't look at this. We have seaweed, great. Cacao hasn't seemed like it moved at all. So, no change since last observation. Doesn't have to. Don't get too close to the Bodos. The Bodos is spicy. We have plenty of better Bodos, and that's great. Navens we can do now. I guess this is where we land today, huh? So we have to kick this out, and we have to do best Navens uplift, which requires guts and Naven spores. These just have to be changed. Do I... No, that's just a generic out. Well, we have to take these guys. Distribute them. Okay. I guess I should have seen that coming by now. And then Dunka. And we're going to need the better Zillifo here in order to raise them. Oh, wait. Hold on. Everyone, get excited. In progress. Look at that. Okay, we're almost done with all of it. And then we can get back to the space science arc. So what are we doing here? This guy's stopped. He's waiting until literally the end of time. That was prescient to me because I need this guy completely reworked. We need to get manure and guts and zinc finger fusion. And I think manure, guts, that you just change. It's just you go get this instead. Zinc finger fusion. Look at the efficiency, the grace, the power. And then that's just it. It's improved guts, manure, zinc. Improved guts, manure, zinc. And then just stuff I have. All right. Wonderful. Arise again and return to your work. Oh, and I have to probably make sure that they don't have too many here, right? So that gets shoved in right there. And yeah, in case you need it. It's there for you, friend. And then zinc finger fusion. which goes right there. Yes, all of this is good. And then you have to be that and that. And then you have to be that and that. And do I just trust that I knew what I was doing back in the day? I think I trust myself. I think I probably did a great job right here. And that this only takes when there's more, and this only takes when I did a great job. Fantastic work, me. And we just have to let this churn. And then after it churns, we have the hard part. That's fine. Great. Still only one. Still moving, I guess. I hope we're not mulching it by mistake. That would be very funny. Also very sad. It would be fun, both funny and sad. I mean, it seems like it's moving. We need over that many seeds, and it's just tough to get it, huh? Yeah. Alright, just leave this be. And Relesia is fine. Mega Yadol's being made. Why are we stopped? Oh, probably because this guy... No, why are we stopped? This guy. Alright, he's coming back. Mega Yadol's being made. Excellent. Arums. We have our one stinky Arum. And isn't that really all we need? And then we get 200 pulp. And then 200 pulp becomes 6 seeds on the first cycle. And then 6 seeds become 1 Arum. Oh, this is all we need, right? Do I just repurpose this guy? Kind of worried. Let's snapshot him. Even if there's nothing there. And you go to Arum 4, right? And then you go to Raising Arums 4, I think. And then you go to Arum Seeds 4. And yeah, sure, you can have best speed. That's fine. And then what happens is we drop in a single Arum. Here, this could probably stop. Why isn't this going anyway? Oh, it's choked up. Well, okay, we don't need it anyway. You go here, you go there, you go there. We have plenty of heroes to evacuate. And then grab our heroes and take them over to a special hero bin where they will once again have a retirement. The language we use is retirement. There we go. So now we have to get this cursed machine working. You need outlet gas 3 and it comes out outlet gas stage 4. And so I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say this isn't needed anymore. Here, we're going to pull them up. Yeah, we're just going to remove them. And then outlet gas stage 3. Hopefully this is on biofluid. Hopefully it's on... Oh, it is. Nice. I was about to say it again, louder, hoping it would get the hint. Alright, and then this will just start burning over here, and that's fine. Like, that's not a problem. But we do need this to be proper. And right now it is improper. So grab right there. And you can just get flushed. And then down to here and connect it up. And hey, look at that. All right, so You should have everything you need to process now. Then we have sulfur. We got plenty of sulfur. We have a central sulfur system. And then we have the flour. We don't have any coal gas in. I know it's around here, though. There's coal gas. There must be coal gas for these our rums. There. Then we can take our one a rum. Our most wonderful... we have to get rid of all this. Just flush it away. I know you're not supposed to do that in hard mode, but I have long gotten tired of dealing with rogue fluids. Alright, and this fluid goes in right here, and you need more coal gas. You need coal gas, you need coal gas. Everybody needs coal gas. And is this just it for the cycle? It just works now? I don't even have to bring in anything more. It just works. I mean, once the outlet gas gets here. Yeah. Oh, you don't... we're not getting rid of the acid gas. Okay. So I know we have something that can be done here, right? There's acid gas coming in. But did I not have a concept of waste acid gas at some point? Right here. It's this line. I really should be upgrading this instead of upgrading this, but it doesn't matter because they're level 4s, right? And this is the last time we're doing it, so we're free to mess it all up. That's wonderful amount of freedom. We go from rigid discipline, clean line, classic architecture, just full-on Jackson Pollock. Phase 4, cadaveric rum, nurturing and harvesting. It's so wholesome. How far is this away? Soon. Alright, I want to say this is done. A rum. Done. That's good to see. Let's go look at Naven one more time. Oh, and all this can go away. You are just being held. This won't go anymore. Because it's jammed, and that's fine. Just go into deep sleep, friends. The Adol's being made. That's wonderful. This guy here? No, this guy's still fetching. Where are you going? Oh, you're going for guts. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, good. Progress. Potato, doing fine. Renea, doing fine. Yatoi Elo, not doing fine. We acknowledge this, right? We might have to do something about making this faster. This might be one of those long... this is just going to expire. An entire 10 stack of seismite expiring. Ouch. And this is run all of 72 times because science has been so down. We're going to have to do something about that. It is going too slow, even for this, for the pace of the factory. Oh, good. Science is coming. Wonderful. So, soon. TM patent pending, which is okay because we need it now. But don't think about that. This coming. It's going to be the last thing. Guar. Guar. Still only one guar. And this is going. So eventually more guar will happen. Or maybe not. Grods. Still only 4 out of 6. On its way. And that's it. That's the entire plant kingdom. So now we shift over to the animal kingdom and see how things are. Again, fish good, augs good. Zapiers needs research. Corlex? Oh, we have 2 of them. Is that enough to move forward? Or do I need a full... No, I need 4 of them. That's sad. Why isn't this going? No barrels out. Why aren't you taking the barrels out? Because these are full water barrels. Oh, I hate barrels so much. Oh, barrels are so much. I probably did that by mistake a couple episodes ago. Alright, don't pay attention to it. Cheese making, it's fine. Sponges? Don't we have a sponge machine going? Oh, there we go. We have 3 Mark IV sea sponges. And that's all we needed, right? And so now we can do this. Yeah. Wait. Why is this completely empty? Did something bad almost happen here? Why is this completely empty? There was no limit put on it. Sudden, overwhelming fear. Okay, let's not think about that though. Let's not. Let's just be happy that everything's working and everything was always working. You are making level 3 sprouts. I gotta be careful here, right? You gotta raise all of them. Okay. Oh, you need... Wait, what is that? You need level 3... No, that's the breeding program, excuse me. This. Yes. That's what we want. And then we need high-grade quartz pulp. That's different. This is just quartz pulp. So this is going to get close to being ready, but not quite ready. Because I'm not going to start it up until everything has arrived. High grade quartz pulp. Just bring it in, please. That's 1 ingredient. Good. And then we need null gas bacteria, which I guess we got to bring in on biofluid as well. I can't imagine we have any around here. Null gas. No. No. Alright, can do. The next episode will really polish this off, because unfortunately it's not going to be finished today. Null gas. Good. And then you'll come over here, and then we'll go straight down. And we'll try to make sure the cycle is accurately going. And we're going to leave this nice and safe right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck the sea sponge in here, and we're going to make 3 sprouts. And then they're going to come over here, and every sprout only has a 60... This can brick. So out of 3 sponges, just going by the numbers, we should have 9 sprouts, and then 9 times 0.6. That says we should have 5 sponges. So it's actually, we can brick, but it's very low chance. And we have to set these things up, right? I guess we just turn you purple. Sponge. And then I don't know where that wire is going. It's doing something. Where is it going? It's going here? No. Where does this wire go? Oh, it goes directly to this. Okay, so there was an intervening power pole. And it's still doing nothing. Alright, so this hand, which is a mechanical inserter, mind you, will only make sprouts when there are less than 2,000 sponges in here. So it will turn every sponge into sprouts. Not sure I like that. And this makes 0.13 sprouts a second. This eats less than that. Oh, and then there's another thing. Oh, we have to wait. It only runs when there's material here. Okay, that's smart. And then you are level 3. Sponge. When there's no sponges in there, and we have the rest of the material, I want you to go. And then when it goes, we should put in another phrase here, right? From there to there, and that's sprouts and sprouts less than 20, say. So how about less than 10? We don't want much of a backup at all. And so then it'll take the sprout and it'll make the sprouts and it'll put the sprouts in. And then they will come here, they will get raised. It's quite slow. It's quite slow. 80 seconds. Wow. And so that decay really does matter. Decays in 2 minutes. Okay. This actually matters a lot. So we're going to slow this down even more. Less than or equal to 0. But this should be determining whether this guy is on. So, not right there, but right there. And then you are E greater than or equal to 1. And then you don't do this. So it's only enabled. We only turn this mechanical inserter on when we're not backed up. Actually, we should probably not get that phrase. Are we reading ingredients? Yeah. Including that's in crafting. Yes, that's both correct. This phrase here is wrong, though. Let's just make 2,000 sprouts. We need sponges, and so we're reading right there. And 2,000 sponges is, wait a second, they only stack to 50, so that's too much. So let's just say 1,500 sponges. If we need sponges, and we have the ability to make sponges, and there's no sprouts in progress. Maybe we should not read contents. No, we should read contents. We should not include in crafting. I don't even know about that. I wonder if this guy needs to be slowed down. But then, this is actually kind of tricky because they decay so fast. I feel like I might need more of these guys. Because there's nothing I can do to make this go faster. It's at speed 9. Well, there's the null gas. If I just kind of dither a little longer. Oh, this isn't even on biofluid. We're going to save this for tomorrow. We're going to let everything get in, and then we're going to watch it really closely. The rates are going to matter a lot, because if the high-grade sponges start rotting out, then there's just no point to anything. And then I'll have to rerun the roller again, only we've gotten rid of all of our level 3s, and so that's bad. High-grade quartz pulp. That's you. You are, in fact, not on biofluid? Yeah, you are. Oh, there's just none here right now. That's interesting. Is it used for other stuff? Where would it... Why would biofluid have not gotten a share of it by now? I have many questions. Like, why hasn't biofluid gotten enough for a delivery? Huh. These are so demandy, I guess. I can't really fault it because of what it's doing. But this just underlines that it's very important that I have the proper breaks at the sponge production line. I have to really go over that logic again. Let's do that and pretend I know what I'm doing. Let's pretend if we want it hard enough, it will be so, right? All right. Okay, hold on a second. All right, one more time. Let's look over. We need to have 4 things must be true. One thing is we must need to make the sponges. Don't slice up sponges unless we need it. 2, we have to have already sliced up sponges ready to go. Are they all so delicate, or they just get more they get more delicate as time goes on? Jeez. That's brutal. I'm probably gonna have to have this go. And this takes how long? 80 seconds all on its own. It should be able to be finished by the time it's 10 seconds to cycle. So 30 seconds to do one of these. And then it will pause and wait for us to clear it out. That's what it should. So we should have the pulp. We should have the bacteria. We shouldn't have any of these. And we need them. All right, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is why this isn't here. Let's take a look. High-grade quartz pulp. It feels like it's dropped off. It's 3.5 million? No, it's 9K a second. And now it's more, but not that much more. I am confused. Why hasn't this shot to the stars? And more to the point, why hasn't this filled up? Is it really just so low priority that it's just simply never filled up ever across this entire time? It's like all these guys have taken it with such high priority that nothing has gone into the provider tank. And it's 100 per, and I'm going to need a lot more than 100. I don't know what to think about this. We're no longer creosote limited. What are we limited on now? Why aren't we going? Well, okay, for one thing, we're muddy sludge. We have muddy sludge problems. Again. Only no, that's not hooked up at all. Don't look at that. We have powdered quartz problems because it's all being stolen. So we might have to just do even more glass here. Here, let's write that down. Even more quartz ore processing. Okay, great. Closed window, moving on. Trit's done. Zillifo. This is where we are now, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is where we are now, and this is going to be the last thing we do today. So, let's do this. Didn't we have the ultimate Zillifo somewhere? Didn't we have it? Yeah, this was supposed to be going, and this was supposed to be in progress. Didn't we have it? Or maybe I'm flashing back. We need more of these guys. And that should be coming in right here, and it's just absolutely not. Why isn't this going? Because this guy's not here. Are you stuck? No. Oh, you're trying to get something that doesn't exist anymore. Oh. Oh. Alright. Well, I guess you don't do that anymore, and I just bring them in by hand. And we hope that's enough. How many of these guys do we need? I think it's only one. One xylopho, one fish, one fungus. And it makes 2 larvae and change. And we get the 2 splats. That makes 1. Okay, so yes, we only need one of these to start the process. So it's not like some of the other ones. There. We probably should not take them all, right? I'm kind of confused how this is supposed to be going. But whatever. Alright, now this is going, and this is rolling. And there's the zinc. It hardly went at all. Oh, I got excess sponges in my inventory. So I get the feeling that we're going to be in struggle here for a while. Yeah, in struggle. So that's going. The rolling is happening. The rollination is here. Now we have to go get better mushrooms. Or at least the level 3 mushrooms to throw it in here. Because they might be necessary in order to, to get more level 3 xylopho, which might be needed if the rollers are rolling very, very badly. Not in my favor. I don't think we're going to get there. I think we have plenty of chances stored. And again, we just established we only needed 1 hit. So it should probably be okay? Question mark. Probably. There you go. And now this guy will be back sometime soon with the rest of the pieces, and all this will move forward again. Where are we? We're 2 hours in. Sponge in progress, xylopho in progress. So this is where we just stopped today. Is the factory going? No, of course not. All right, let's return to City Center, and let's just look over everything once more. Look at all of that which we love most. And then call it an episode. And then tomorrow we do more. So first off, science. Still not going. Explain yourself to me, good sir. We are waiting for... Looks like it's super alloy, and that just delivered. So yes, there we go. And then the sharks take it and run away. We have fuel rods for the moment. And then here at super alloy, we have whales synced up. All right, Robin. All right, I gotcha. We'll do the thing. We'll see if it works. And then we'll see if it's synced up or not. Yeah, we'll see. Of course we'll see. Well, this guy's ready to deliver. He's got the fuel rods. Here, let's take a look at fuel rods. Apparently that's still a problem. Fuel rods are in stock, but barely. It's being delivered, so that's a good sign. So the fuel rod problem may no longer... Oh, we have a major backup right here. Okay. That's good. And this guy is delivering down south. We may have to upgrade this to a better whale. To a better delivery man. No, he's in time. So we have all the fuel rod areas going. So we're definitely making a lot more candy now. And the question is, are we jammed up in a way that's going to be detrimental? I think the answer is going to be, yeah, of course. Yeah, what'd you expect? So we're going to write that down. Candy jam! Exclamation point. This has to be all upgraded, and that might be enough, frankly. It's not... Okay, yeah, it's pretty jammed. It's not jamming all the way to here yet, but it will. So that has to happen. Maybe even speed them too. Oh, 1.1 terawatt. Nice. All right, so that's why science isn't going. Huzzah. Let's take a look and see how Intelligent Unit is doing. The most valuable thing in the factory. We have shifted to, we need quantum batteries now, and this is just jammed full up. That is fantastic to see. Why are we not? Probably super alloy. But no, you need advanced coding. And advanced coding is synced up. And this guy is chitosan last, and this guy is chitosan last. So as per Robin's edict, we will do this. And then I trust he will remind me to go check to verify whether or not this is good or not. I trust there will be opinions on this. Meanwhile, this guy needs chitosan. Chitosan is, of course, concentrated laboratory equipment. So we need propeptides to be going. Propeptides are not going, but there's hope on the way. No, it's not you. You? Yeah, that is you. And it's just flying there, and maybe we'll need another one. I don't know. All right, so that's recovering. It's not terrible. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go do something else with our lives. I have so much to do. He moans after having a solid 2-hour block of factory time. I do demand it every day, though. I need just some free building, no pressure time. For all my complaining about how slow this is going and how it's taking forever and I have no time and so on and so forth, I do know I need just relaxation time in the day, and this is that. And while it was, screenshot, a bit of a tactical mistake to be putting this online and creating an obligation surrounding my free time, I feel like I've held up rather well. All right, what are we doing? What do we do today? It was just our normal standard day of chores in the factory. And then we actually did a bit more uplifting today. We did 3 units of uplifting. We did Navens right here. Then we messed with sponges. Then we messed with Zilpho. And that was it, right? And so we're just going to keep cycling in our little loop. We fix stuff up. We mess with stuff. We come back. We loop over all of the uplifting stuff. We mix with stuff. We fix stuff. We make it a little better. We come back and we do all this. And eventually all the uplifting is going to be done. And then after that, there's nothing left but space science. I am taking quite the scenic route on the way to victory. I think victory is kind of assured at this point. I mean, I could drop dead of a stroke right now, but I don't think that's very likely. Could go to jail for my divergent political views. Yeah, that could happen. Unlikely, though. There's far worse than me out there. All right, what do we do as far as chores? I know we messed with creosote again, which always hurts. We messed with glass again. We brought another glass miner online right here, dumping it right into a wormhole, teleporting it straight down. Excellent system. Love it. It feels like I am freed of burdens I have carried all my life. We put in a waste pitch vent over here, which is entirely insufficient. Though it is taking some waste stone, which we need to get rid of, and it is taking some waste pitch, which we need to get rid of, and turning it into bricks, which we can then fold into the brick system using material sorting. So all of that is probably fine. But it does bring into into the world the idea of waste bricks. And so we don't have a waste brick vent in the earth stack right now. Might have to pay attention to that. Not at the moment, though. So what else? What else? What else? What else? We stressed over lab equipment. We reworked that a bit. But there was no actual problem there. That was problems we solved yesterday. We reworked uranium to increase throughput, and we messed with all of the isotopes. We fixed a couple bugs in lithium. Everything was fine today. It was just pleasant fixing easy to think about problems and then moving on. All right, I'm done now. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.